Is the Republican Party heading for an internal meltdown that could cost them the upcoming election? One outgoing senator has decided that instead of bowing out gracefully, he is going to spend his final days in office acting as a roadblock to the Trump agenda. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and keeps you informed on the stories that the mainstream media is trying to bury. Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana is officially making headlines for all the wrong reasons if you're a Trump loyalist. After losing his primary race, a defeat heavily influenced by President Trump's endorsement of his opponent, you might expect the senator to fade into the background. Instead, Cassidy is doing the exact opposite. He is digging his heels in, openly defying the president's spending goals, and firing off calculated barbs about what he calls erratic leadership. In a lengthy, blistering post on X, Cassidy laid out his vision for America, and while he didn't use the former president's name, the message was loud and clear. He claimed that public office is a responsibility, not a performance. He argued that Americans don't want perfection, but they do demand seriousness. He went on to say that leaders should be steady, not erratic, and thoughtful, not impulsive. To anyone paying attention to the current political climate, it was a direct hit at the man who effectively ended his political career. This isn't just talk, either. Cassidy is actively using his remaining leverage to cause headaches for the GOP leadership. He's already broken with Trump on critical issues, including the Iran War Powers Resolution and a controversial nearly $2 billion anti-weaponization fund proposed by the Department of Justice. This fund has become a major flashpoint, causing a massive eruption within the Senate GOP and temporarily derailing efforts to fund immigration enforcement and Border Patrol operations. Cassidy argues that the DOJ fund is nothing more than a slush fund being created without legal precedent or congressional oversight. He is demanding that Congress have a say before any taxpayer money is funneled through the Department of Justice. It's a move that has put him at odds with the Trump wing of the party, which views these funds as essential to dismantling the perceived bias within the federal government. So how did we get here? It is the culmination of years of friction. Remember, Cassidy was one of the few Republicans who voted to convict Donald Trump during his second impeachment trial following the January 6th events at the Capitol. Trump hasn't forgotten, and he's made no secret of his revenge tour, targeting those he views as disloyal. Trump recently called out Cassidy on Truth Social, labeling his career as officially over and mocking his past attempts to leverage their relationship for political gain. But Cassidy, for his part, remains defiant. When asked about his impeachment vote, he told reporters that he has zero regrets. He framed his vote as a moral obligation to uphold the Constitution, essentially telling the party establishment that he doesn't care if it cost him his seat. He believes he stood on the right side of history, even if it meant sacrificing his future in the Senate. What does this mean for the future of the Republican Party? We are seeing a widening chasm between the traditional wing of the GOP and the populist movement led by Donald Trump. When a sitting senator effectively stops caring about party unity because he has nothing left to lose, it creates a volatile environment. We are looking at a lame duck session where business as usual is off the table and personal vendettas are taking center stage. If this trend of GOP infighting continues, it could have disastrous consequences for the party's ability to present a unified front in November. The White House is, unsurprisingly, choosing to let the president's past comments speak for themselves, while the friction on Capitol Hill only continues to intensify. As the clock ticks down, the question remains, is Cassidy a principled statesman standing up for the Constitution, or a bitter politician trying to leave a scorched earth legacy on his way out the door? So what do you think about this? Is Senator Cassidy acting as a necessary check on power, or is he simply being disloyal to the voters who put him in office? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to know where you stand on this showdown. The political landscape is shifting beneath our feet, and as we move closer to the election, these fractures are only going to get deeper. We will continue to track these developments as they happen. Stay tuned, stay informed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.